In FH-2 firmware version 1.2, we've significantly expanded the capabilities of the arpeggiators. Most of these things apply or are demonstrated best in latched mode and the as played arpeggiator mode, which let me set something running. So as played, you'll recall, basically plays notes in the order you play them. So rather than say an up mode or a down, it remembers the order in which you played them and then continues arpeggiating. Now, so what we've added is the ability to keep adding to or keep modifying that pattern even after you've played it, which I'll just demonstrate. So for example, if I want to add a note to that pattern, I can hold down the add button. Now I've added 2 C's into that. I can take them away again. The joy of this, of course, is you can now make patterns where the same note appears multiple times, which you can't if all you can do is just hold down notes. So for example, if I want an arpeggio that goes F, 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 then it's starting to approach more of a sequencer feel rather than an arpeggiator. To add to this further, we can also insert rests now. So if I've got my basic pattern and I might want to put in another one of those and then a rest in the octave, I've got a pattern with a rest in it. And similarly I can remove the rest if I want to. So yeah, you can make much more complex and bespoke patterns in this way than you ever could before. And all the normal things that you can do, like change the range, you can still do that. So now it's playing different octave versions of the same pattern. So that's super useful. Another new feature not related to that, auto reset. So let's just get a nice 3-note pattern, but say you're in a 4/4 time signature and you want that to repeat in some meaningful way. There's a auto reset parameter now as well, which isn't that one, it's this one. So I've set that to 4 quarter notes. So you can hear now, although it's the 1 2 3 1 2 3 pattern, every 4 quarter notes, every bar if you like, it goes back to the beginning. And that can be any number of quarter notes you set, so you can kind of get all the crazy patterns you like. But have it repeating in some meaningful way that relates to the track you're doing. Or you can turn it off. Similar, but not similar, related. We've got a Truncate Control, which basically lets you take your pattern and play less of it. So let's try and program something in. The start. Which is something Tangerine Dream used to do all the time. I love it. So that's that. Let's just go for a slightly less fast thing. The other thing we've added is Transpose. So if I just put in a pattern, say nice C, CEG pattern, I can now transpose it. which which is nice. But we've also added transpose in key. If you can see what's happening here, that's C. If I transpose it up a tone from C, E, G, I'm going to get the D major with the F sharp. But if I wanted to stick within the key of C, I can use this alternative transpose, which is giving me D, F, A, which is rather than D, F sharp, A. It's easier to understand by ear rather than necessarily to explain it, but yeah, another example. So if I transposed it down to A, I'd have my major. If I go in key, suddenly gone to A minor, which is kind of nice. If you happen to have a chord, so I should probably explain, the way it does that, it looks at the lowest note and uses that as the root, in common with many synths that do a similar thing. If you happen to have your chord in an inversion, say E, G, C there, then you can actually tell it it's in C by holding another shift key. Now that's in C, and now if I transpose it, it'll do it correctly in key as before. So yeah, that combined with patterns it's all good fun. So lots to play with there in the new firmware 1.2 for the FH-2.